Hey guys, Rob Murphy from Holistic Healing Choices here. Now today we're going to have a look at self-published books. So, this one in particular I am going to, let's just call him Samuel. So Samuel here has decided to write a book on red light therapy. Now red light therapy is great. Now if you've seen our Clinic Red review, and I've also done another one, a quick rant video on red light therapy. So this is going to be a little bit of a quick rant about self-published books. So as far as I can tell, I think Sammy Boy here has just decided off the cuff to print a book about red light therapy. Now my mum actually found this one and paid something crazy for it. I think it's $20 or so for this book that ends up being 41 pages. So you can see how thin this is. Now on those pages is text like so. So there's not a lot of quality. There are a lot of like blank spaces through this. Now not just this book, but I know other books as well. Red light therapy, guide on red light therapy treatment. Red light treatment, otherwise called photobiomodulation, utilizes explicit wavelengths of light to penetrate the skin and can be absorbed at profundity of 8 to 10 millimeters. Oh, we forgot a space in that one. This implies it can conceivably reach all layers of skin, veins and lymph system. With this level of entrance, it can therapeutically affect our cells and metabolic system. This book will make you to understand... I didn't even read the back of it. This book will make you to understand everything you need to know about red light therapy treatment. It provides the various benefits of red light therapy. It explains how red light therapy is used in the treatment of injuries, weight reduction, hair loss and skin-related issues. It provides safety tips you need to observe when using red light therapy device. So, now I will read you a brief chapter on this about weight loss. Because weight loss is a very big issue. That everybody's looking for a little quick fix or something to help. Or anything that will help. Given sometimes it can be a bit stubborn. So, red light help in weight reduction. I'll hold this here so you can read it with me. Red light treatment is very effective in weight reduction. The process is safe because it does not need needles, cuts, or medical procedures. Red light works by prompting the mitochondria, thereby making fatty acid discharge into interstitial space. Additional fatty acid is then passed out of the body amid discharge and pee. Pee, not urine or excretion or anything. Pee, because pee is stored in the balls. So, how does red light treatment for weight reduction? And that's actually what it says there. If you can see that. How does red light treatment for weight reduction? Red light treatment process is simple and will be explained under these point, bioenergetics and bloodstream. So now we're moving on to bioenergetics. Red light treatment essentially invigorates the mitochondria in the fat cell. Mitochondria, otherwise called the powerhouse of the cell. When invigorated, it increases glucose oxidation. This occurs because of the way the red light wavelength is somewhere in the range of 600 nanometers to 1000 nanometers, which invigorate a key copper catalyst in our cells. Thus increasing cell energy is created and thereby making more glucose to be burned out effectively. This prompts less pressure and more advantageous cells. The process leads to fat loss in the body. Okay. Bloodstream. Likewise, red light treatment is known to enhance the blood flow in the region where it falls. This makes the cells produce a lot of energy and enhancement of blood flow. Enhanced blood makes the body to be healthy. Somewhat. But why? How? Anyway, keep going. One of the significant reasons that one gets fit utilizing this treatment is it lessens the patient's hunger. Fitness and weight loss don't... They sort of go hand in hand, but then again, they're completely different systems as well. You can be skinny and unfit. But anyway, less craving methods, the individual would not eat more. And there won't be the amassing of additional fat. In the meantime, the body will begin utilizing the put away fat. So, you can do the same with fasting, apparently. Red light treatment further focuses on the fat and prompts losing it locally and foundationally. Inside days, one loses different inches, making one look more intelligent and more beneficial. Once again, that's literally what it says up here. Weight loss is a conspicuous focus of the treatment, yet the extra advantage is it enhances the energy of the body, levels of the body. One remains exceptionally dynamic and bringing with vitality amid this treatment. Another advantage of this treatment is in the event you have the framework, you can do the treatment at home. So if you have a red light, you can do it at home. This doesn't hamper your daily practice, and you can proceed with your everyday undertakings while the treatment proceeds. And then we have a picture of someone who's gone through a bit of dramatic weight loss. You can tell it's the same person, but there's no explanation at all here about how long this took, who this person is, if they were using any other methods rather than just, pointing a red light at themselves, at their stomach or whatever, or anything. And that is the problem here. None of this in this book, especially the little Sammy's made, actually has any backing, evidence, or references to any other studies, articles, anything at all. And also, on that too, if for some reason it happens to fall down and shine on my nether region, will I lose weight there? I don't know if I want to lose different inches of my dick. I need all 9 of those to be able to help people. But if it does by chance make my dick look more intelligent and beneficial, I'm all for that. Which is what the problem is with red light therapy. You have these people who become instant experts. Now, there's nothing about the actual author in here at all. Just that he wrote it in 2019. It's got a copyright of 2019, but where does that copyright exist? If I was to reproduce this information, I don't know if you'd call it that, how would he get back to me? Although it does have a barcode in it, I understand. So it is registered somewhat. And I've found a lot of times that is the thing with some of these self-published Amazon books, is that they are these instant experts who believe it they know. I remember I read one time on investing with the fabulous Warren Buffett. Yeah, obvious typos and stuff, so no proofreading. There are obvious typos and grammatical errors in here. So, I don't even know if Samuel's an English-speaking background, because some of the wording in that sure makes me think not. Even though that was worded terribly, I'm sorry. Sue me. Copyright, Ballistic Healing Choices, 2021. So you're left with... So we've got our title page. Yep. We've got our contents. And then we're straight into the book. All the way to the end, which is on how to use it. It literally says the end at the end of a book about information. So the thing is, yes, it is good to get that information out there, but you have to back up what your claims are. Otherwise you leave yourself wide open for stuff. And even regards like that, makes you sound like an idiot. And you're ripping people off is the biggest thing that it comes down to for myself. I hate being ripped off, and I would hate to think that I'm ripping people off. Now, I know how easy it is to write a 30-odd page book, because way back when I started all this, I actually did that. I have gone through the journey of becoming an instant expert in some NLP methods, and all good intentions, absolutely all good intentions behind doing this. I never actually got my book printed. My book was a fair bit cheaper than that one, Jesus. But I know what it's like to throw yourself in there and think you know it all without giving any reference to any source material or anything, any further studies or any evidence to show that what your idea up here is. Obviously, Samuel's done a bit of study on red light. Cool. Yeah, so have we. I wouldn't go making any wild claims about it though, saying it can make me look more intelligent and effective and beneficial, or that I'm going to lose different inches, or something about wound healing. But the main purpose of red light, that I use it for anyway, is injury relief, and you can actually literally feel the loosening of muscles after using some of these devices. Now, that's not a wild claim. You can actually go and look up some of those sources. I will do that for you right now. So while it may not be effective for everybody, and I mean that doesn't actually say anything at all about difference between people. It's all just stated as fact, this happens, but it's such a loose grasp on everything. So the problem here is that while there would be books in every genre of this thing, you're creating this thing where people leave themselves open for prosecution, all sorts of different things, because they're making these wild claims with no backing, no anything. I mean, it's not just the red light one. That is just a fantastic example of what's happening. Like I said, that other one that I'd read on investing was just something that this guy had put out there. Was he a world-class investor? Who the hell knows? I haven't seen or heard of him ever since I've read that book that took me about 5 minutes with the fabulous Warren Buffett. And really, I learned absolutely nothing about investing from that anyway, as you can imagine. So the point is here, if you're thinking of starting something like this or taking things at face value, do your own little bit of research first. What will it take to write a book? And especially if you're writing something that's meant to be fact-driven, especially medical-minded, you will need a lot of backup and supporting studies and ideas. Otherwise, you can't. You just can't. You just can't. Anyway, guys, that's it for this one. Do yourself a favour and research what you're buying when it comes to books and stuff. My mum got taken for a ride when she was sitting there reading and goes, oh, look at all these things that Red Light can do. I was like thinking, how can you be reading that and somewhat taking it seriously? Because it's so poorly put together, and I don't know, that would have taken someone a day max to write. But anyway, guys, that's my whinge, bitch and moan about self-published books. Some are absolutely great, and children's stories and things like that, absolutely amazing. Well, some of them anyway, for that part, and being able to get people out there. So if you are looking at doing something, do your research. Make sure you can back up any claims that you make in any book. Give whatever it is a go yourself. So you're not such an instant expert in the field, but you're actually doing the work as well. But anyway, guys, that's it for this one. I'm Rob Murphy. Please share, like, comment, subscribe on this video if you enjoyed this, and I'll see you in that next video. Am I going to show you his name? No, I'm not. I'm not going to do that to him. Sorry.